Oh, man, I'm starving. I hope they serve a decent breakfast downstairs. So, what are you two thinking?
What do you mean?
Oh, about the game plan. We gotta get Gil to spill the name of the guy he's working for, right?
That's right, before he leaves with the others tonight.
Now, wait, get out of here. Get back home. Even though this place has had its charm.
Yes, it has.
Well, I guess it's better. In the shower, ladies get first dibs.
I don't get it, Richard. How come you asked me to bunk in with you last night when you two obviously want to be alone?
Appearances can be deceiving.
How so?
Did you want the shower next door, shall I take it?
Did you and Cassie have a fight after I dropped off?
A fight? We never fight, Noah. No, we get along perfectly. We are the perfect couple, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, now I know something's wrong. Look, Richard, we go back, what, how many years? Now, you told me part of the story with Cassie last night. Now tell me the rest.
Bernardo? Daniel, you know Tito.
Yeah. How's it going?
So,
You made a decision?
it's a lot you're asking, Danny. Whatever needs to be done to get Michelle to beat this rap, it has to be major. And major moves mean major risk.
Sure. You're getting major rewards, aren't you?
I have a new associate in my organization. I'd like you to bring this person up to speed before I make any decisions.
With all respect, I don't have time for this.
That's why I asked my associate to join us.
Sorry, son.
Danny? Edmund.
Hello, Beth. I hope this isn't an inconvenient time for you.
No. I forgot to tell you, I'm taking a few days off, so if you have questions, you
This isn't about business, actually. I just came by to see how you were doing and to, give this to Lizzie.
Oh.
I know she likes horses, so...
Yes, she loves horses. She'll love this. Thank you.
Good. I'm sorry, but may I come in for a minute?
Yes, I'm sorry. I
Thank you.
don't know where my head is.
Well, it's filled with thoughts of your little girl, I'm sure. I've been thinking about her and you, Beth, ever since I saw you at the hospital. And I'm so sorry all of this is happening to you. No child should have to face this, and no parent should either. But at least you don't have to go through it alone. At least you have Jim.
Philip.
Well, yes, Philip too, of course.
What I mean is that, well, Jim is wonderful. He's very supportive. But Philip is Lizzie's father, and for Lizzie, it's important to have him.
Yes. When does she start this chemotherapy?
This afternoon.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I read all the literature on it last night, and I still have a lot of questions. I know that she'll have many questions. I don't know if I'll be able to answer them or if I might say the wrong thing.
This is all overwhelming, isn't it? That's why I came by, actually. I know of a way I can help you, Beth. I know a doctor, an old school chum of my brother Richard's. His name's Noah Chase. He is an oncologist. He is the tops in his field, Beth. He travels all over the world consulting on cases, and I'm sure he'd be only too happy to advise you on Lizzie's treatment.
Really?
May I put a call into him for you?
Yeah, yes.
Good.
I have to check with Philip, though. Not that I don't appreciate...
Oh, no, please, I understand.
I'll let you know in a day or two.
Good. Beth, Noah Chase is really the best there is. I've seen him work miracles. And I think Lizzie needs the best.
You're a very good man.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I have to call the hospital to see what time to bring Lizzie in this afternoon.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'll get going then.
No. Stay. It'll just be a second.
All right.
Thanks.
My God, you have absolutely no decency, do you? First you threatened to destroy my marriage and Beth by exposing that videotape, and now you have the unbelievable gall to come into this house and use my daughter's illness to try to worm your way even more deeply into our lives.
Philip, that's
Edmund,
not...
if you have a brain in your head, you will get out of here before I have to kill you.
In Genoa City, there's no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, maybe I should run and hide.
Because these bad boys are here to stay.
Don't you forget it.
So if you like your men devious and dangerous,
You make me so crazy.
Thanks, sugar.
you'll love them young and restless.
That's quite a fantasy.
Because with these boys,
What happens next?
it's everything.
Thank you. I'm sorry my agent did not make this clear, but Darlena LaCrosse does not go to the interviews. The interviews come to me. Because I have a fabulous husband and 3 wonderful children I am crazy about, and I would like to spend time with them at home. Next week here in Springfield would be just fine. Thank you.
Oh, dear. Another interview?
Oh, yeah, it's for a morning show. You don't mind, do you?
No. I love being married to a celebrity.
Oh.
You know something? I've never seen a celebrity naked.
Oh, stop. I'm so happy, Ross. I'm so thankful.
Mm-hmm. And what's bringing this on?
Michelle, actually, you know, how much she loves Danny. I mean, she's ready to divorce him in order to spare him the pain of seeing her in prison. And I started thinking about...
What you were going to sacrifice for what you thought was making me happy?
I was so stupid. But I'm so glad you finally found out the truth. And I'm so grateful that we're back together again.
Now that the bloody phone has stopped ringing, perhaps we should take advantage of it.
Oh, no.
If that is your agent...
She gets pie in the face.
Yes. Get the door, I'll check Clarissa.
Yeah.
Hey.
Harley.
You said just stop by.
Oh, gosh, come
You
in.
sure it's okay?
Yes, come in. Come in. How's Lizzie this morning?
So, she's great. She is. I think it's because she's too young to understand how sick she really is, you know? Leukemia. I've said it so many times, it still gets caught in my throat. Leukemia. And poor Philip.
Oh, Philip must be a mess.
Yeah, can't be a mess in front of her, obviously, and he's awfully busy propping up poor Beth.
That, my dear, is where you come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are the only person he can be open and honest with.
I know, and you know, we had this conversation. I told him I don't want you putting up a front for me. You can share your fears with me, your anger, No, but that's not in his nature, and I'm afraid that he's going to start shutting me out. You know, Blake, marriages, they have trouble when a child's sick.
Hello, Harvey.
Hi.
How you
How
doing?
the boys doing?
The boys are fine. Clarissa's asleep. How is Lizzie doing?
She's good. She really is. Today's supposed to be the first day of chemo.
Yes, I spoke with Philip for all of about 30 seconds. I wanted to stop by, but with Michelle's case, I've just been too busy.
I understand. Gearing up for the penalty phase?
Yes, prejudgment motions. I've filed about a dozen of them, and if the judge accepts even one of them, we're back in business.
I don't know how Michelle is getting through this.
Neither do I. She's pretty much in shock, and so is Danny. And he's so desperate, there's no telling what he's going to do.
Morning, Roselle. Hey, Stell. Gil?
Oh, what, do you give me the silent treatment now?
Seems like the safest way to go as long as your hothead husband's still in the same county.
Don't mind him. He ain't human till he's had his third cup of coffee.
You and her are awful chummy.
Stell's good people.
Like hell, Stella ain't even a real name. And it ain't Dwayne's, they're lying scum.
You're the one who's scum. And now you're PO'd because Dwayne put you in your place.
Yeah, and their pal, the baseball player, I caught a glimpse of his ID. There's an MD after his name. How many doctors you know play minor league baseball?
And your point is what?
My point is they're spies. All right, I don't know who they're working for, but I'm gonna find out.
They're spies, huh?
That's right.
That's a good one. Hey!
Who are they, Roselle?
Let go of me!
Laugh or I'll break your arm. Yeah. Listen to me. I know you talked to Stella. What has she told you?
She didn't. I swear it. I'm okay. Okay. She was just asking questions about who you're working for.
What questions?
Like, what's his name and anything about him. That's it. That's all I know.
Oh, right. So she wants to know who the boss is, huh? All right.
Hey, look, despite all the complications, it looks like everything's worked out.
Well,
And look, you're with the woman you were meant to be with, and you're about to get married, live happily ever after, so...
Not quite. You see, my relationship with Cassie is... Well, it's an arranged marriage now, and there's no love involved.
Really? Yeah, you could have fooled me.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? To fool people. As I explained to you last night, there is a crisis in St. Christabel, and this royal marriage will lend stability to the people and, not to mention, provide an heir. Cassie had some debts that needed to be paid off, and, well, we struck a deal. Yes, we struck a very good deal for both of us.
If it was such a good deal, how come you look so miserable?
I loved Reva, you know. And when she left with Jonathan, well, it was devastating, and I certainly didn't think I would ever be able to love anyone else again like that.
But now you can. Hey, that's a good thing, Richard. I mean, Cassie seems like a really great lady.
She's really wonderful. No, I can't even begin to describe how wonderful she is. If I could just spend the rest of my life, every day, trying to make her happy, that would be enough.
So what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that it's not reciprocated. You see, she doesn't love me back.
Come on, sure she does. You're irresistible.
I'm serious. No, she doesn't love me.
Look, Richard, I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do.
I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to save yourself more heartache. You're going to call the whole wedding off.
I didn't understand you, Danny. I mean, you say that the family is the root of all your problems, that the family is evil. But when you're in trouble like now, it's still the family you turn to. I wonder if you need us more than you think you do.
No, hold on. I'm not turning to the family. I'm using it. Believe me. Just use me my entire life. It owes me this once. Okay, you're gonna help me with this or not?
Of course I will, Danny. I'll help you any way I can.
All right. Thanks.
Papi, I think that we should help Danny.
So what do you say? Are we on? Do we have a deal?
Maybe.
Maybe? What is... Come on, Bernardo. This is a win-win situation for you. All you gotta do is get my wife out of prison.
How?
I don't know. You bribe a guard, you get somebody, anybody. You find a stiff in the morgue to pin the murder on. I'm sure you can think of something.
Danny, keep your voice down.
I'm offering you all of our holdings, everything that my family controls, all operations, putting Carmen out of business for good and putting you at the top. What more do you want from me?
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
Maybe a little too good.
Well, what does that mean? You think... Why would I double-cross you? Why? You think I want to be where you are? You think I want to be at the top of the heap? I don't. That's your fantasy, not mine. All I care about is that my wife is out of prison. You know, we take care of our own, Bernardo. Isn't that what we do?
We protect the things that are most precious to us, always.
Well, Carmen violated that trust. She hurt her own blood, and not just me, my sister as well, and I want her to pay. Bernardo, please, get my wife out of that cell. I don't care how you do it. Just do it. And I'll give you more than the business. I'll be in debt to you for the rest of my life.
Lizzie. Are you going to the hospital now?
No. Not yet. Mom said that she'd tell me when. I thought you were going over to Max's.
No. I changed my mind. I can hang out with him anytime. But today's your first day of chemotherapy, and, you know, it's like a special occasion, so I wanted to be here when you came back to celebrate.
No, Susan. I don't know much about this chemo stuff, but I really don't think it's something you celebrate.
Sure it is. It's the first step in you getting better. You know? So, like, I gotta ask you a question. Which do you like better? The purple haze or the passion pink?
Oh, I like them both. Why?
Because when you come back, I'm going to make you over.
You mean it?
Yeah. So all I want you thinking about when you're in the hospital is whether you're in a pink mood or a purple mood.
You're the best.
I would do anything for you, Squirt. Got that? Anything?
The reason I'm here has absolutely nothing to do with you or with our agreement.
Edmund, our agreement is called blackmail. Goodbye.
I know a specialist, Philip, an oncologist who can help
Edmund.
Lizzie. I've already talked.
What would make you think that I would ever entrust my daughter's health to a friend of yours?
Because as a father, I'm sure you're willing to do anything it takes.
Don't lecture me about fatherhood. You know, you have an unbelievable amount of gall to come in here.
And what? And do what? Try to help a child. You know, contrary to popular belief, I am human.
Barely.
And the suffering of a child affects me just as much as it affects anyone else. Look, Philip, as hard as this may be to believe, I care a great deal about your little girl. And I've grown very fond of Beth, too.
Well, okay, that's fine. Prove it, Edmund. Go ahead and destroy the tape. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, this is way too complicated. Let's make it simple. The game has actually changed. I have a daughter that's very ill right now, and all my attention needs to go towards getting her well. I don't think her mother can stand any more pain in her life right now, so you just go ahead and tell me what it is that you want to make this go away, and I'll give it to you. Is that simple enough for you? You show me that you have an ounce of this compassion that you're telling me that you have. Just take my money and leave us alone.
Edmund!
Well, hello, Mademoiselle Lizzie. Hello, Susan.
See, I told you he was here, and look what he brought you.
Oh my gosh! Susan, look! She's beautiful!
Do you know why I got her for you?
Because you know I'm sick and you feel bad for me?
I have some things I have to do in the den. I'll be back.
No. No, absolutely not. I don't feel bad for you. I admire you. I hear you are being a very brave girl.
Well, I'm trying.
Very brave indeed. You're a real hero. And every hero has a white horse, just like the knights of the olden days.
They do?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. It's essential when you're going off to fight dragons, a dapple, gray, chestnut, bay. No other color will do. It must absolutely be white.
So, you're telling me it's kind of like a good luck charm?
Precisely.
Wow. Can I go and show her Val and Mommy, please?
Of course, but what do you say first?
Thank you, Edmund. Thank you very much. I love her.
You're very
What,
welcome.
Susan?
You're very welcome.
Edmund?
When I was, 7, I got terribly sick. There was a day when the doctors thought I wouldn't make it. And my brother never left my bedside. And he gave me a white horse. And he told me the same thing. That I was a hero.
And he was right.
Hardly.
We need to speak with Lizzie about what's going to happen at the hospital today, Edmund. So.
Yes, of course, I'll leave. Beth, about Noah Chase.
Well, actually, that's very considerate of you to suggest that, Edmund, but if we need to bring someone in to consult, I'm sure Rick Bauer will handle it. But thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Edmund.
Of course. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Stupid question.
The little girl isn't okay, though, is she? I know that I have to be strong for her, but I just don't know if I can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're going to do just fine. I know it.
When it gets bad, if Lizzie loses her hair, or if she's in a lot of pain, I don't know if I can watch her.
You know what? Let's take this one day at a time, okay? That's the only way that we got a shot at getting through this. We'll be okay, and she'll be fine.
I'd be lost without you in this, I would.
You're fine. And you also have a good husband. And from what I've seen already, he's going to be right there for you, okay?
Yes, I know. I'm lucky, but it's not the same. It's not...
I know what you're saying. It feels like we're going through this by ourselves, and in a way we are, but in a way we're not. There are other people out there that really care about us and care about Lizzie. Jim and Harley, I mean, put yourself in their situation. You know that they want to help us through this, and I think we have to try very hard not to shut them out.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for reminding me of that.
We're going to do okay. You ready to go, Gavin?
Do you think Mommy's gonna have a baby boy or a baby girl?
You know, by the time the baby's born, you're gonna be a big sister. And I just realized, when you're my age, I want to be in college. Ooh.
If I live that long.
Lizzie. Oh my gosh. Lizzie, look at me. Don't you ever think like that. Come here.
I have to. Else this little baby boy or baby girl's not gonna have anyone to play with.
Yes.
Sorry, boss, I couldn't talk just now. I apologize for hanging up on you last night, but there were a lot of people around.
All right, listen. You were saying this new man is causing you problems.
Yeah, him and his pretty blonde wife, they're phonies. You know, they've been snooping around, asking a lot of questions.
Have you figured out anything about them?
Well, I know his name's Richard. You know, I heard a guy friend of his say it. You know, an old pal of his showed up out of the blue.
Richard? And you say his wife's blonde?
Yeah, and his pal's trying to pawn himself off as a minor league baseball player, but I know he's a doctor. His name begins with a N.
No,
That's it. You know him?
This is what you must do. Tell the men the operation's been cancelled. Pay them off and get out of Galveston tonight.
What? Why?
Just do it. I can't have Richard trace any of this back to me.
He won't. I'll arrange to have an accident with him here. The other two will back off, and then me and the boys will just work our way down to San Cristobal.
No, you'll do absolutely nothing of the kind. Do you understand that? You hurt him, I hurt you. Is that clear?
I don't understand why.
Just do it, damn it.
Fine. Coward. Want to back off, that's your problem, but nobody makes a fool out of Gil and gets away with it. Typical. He always does this to me, you know? Snaps his finger and I gotta jump.
Who's that?
The boss. He wants me to go down and to the docks to pick up something. I'm supposed to have a meeting here in 5 minutes, and there's no way I could reach him to call it off. I mean, it's just a big pain in the butt.
I could go down to the docks and pick up whatever it is that you need.
You?
Why, sure.
No, Stella, I need you here to help me sit up.
Oh, it won't take long, right?
Well, why are you suddenly being so nice to me?
I've always been nice to you, Gil. It's my husband who doesn't like you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Why don't I just write down the address for you?
Great, great. Oh, do me a favor. Make sure you tell Dwayne that I'll be back in a little while, okay?
Sure. You're setting her up.
Listen.
What are you going to do to her?
You listen to me. Traitors need to be dealt with. And when Stella gets down to the dock, she's gonna get hers. Big time.
So, just call the wedding off, eh? I'm sorry, no, I can't do that.
Why not?
Why?
Couples call off their engagements all the time.
Why not? And the people of San Cristobal are going to accept that? No. And what about Cassie's daughter, Tammy? That would crush her.
You don't want to break up with the woman because you love her. I understand that. But if she doesn't love you back, what kind of life are you going to have together anyway?
A far better one than one apart, at least for me, anyway.
Oh, boy. You really get it bad, don't you?
I can't even begin to tell you, Noah, you know. These last few days here, I mean, all this time I've been spending alone with her. Alone, away from my obligations and my official duties. All right, fair enough. She might be pretending to love me, you know, to be a part of this charade, but I don't care. Because it has been great.
Either you accept the marriage the way it is, or you cancel the whole thing. Like, there's no in-between, Richard. And you can't count on Cassie's feelings for you to change, because they probably won't.
Oh, thank you very much for your vote of confidence. I'm beginning to understand now why we've lost touch.
Hey, look, you asked for my advice.
No, actually, no, I didn't.
Hey, fine. Fine. I'll just keep my mouth shut, all right? But you know something, personally, I don't see what the problem is. You can have a beautiful woman in your life, in your bed, whenever you want her, with no messy emotions to get in the way. Hey, sounds like the perfect arrangement to me.
Spoken like a man who has never been in love.
You know, and exactly what has love brought to you anyway, Richard, huh? Oh, God. You've been hurt once before. It's going to happen again if you can't get over your feelings for Cassie.
You know, some people are going to say that you sold your mother down the river, that you chose your wife over her. Are you prepared to deal with that?
I don't give a damn. People can say whatever the hell they want. All they care is that Michelle goes free. Why are you doing this? Why are you giving me such a hard time about this?
I just want to make sure that you're not going to have any regrets.
No.
You're like a son to me, Danny. You know that. The one time you almost were my son.
Right. But that didn't work out. Teresa's accepted that, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
I don't think so. You still have a grudge against me? Is that why you're dragging your heels? You're trying to punish me for not marrying Teresa? I'm sorry, I didn't want to bring this up, but hey, let's get everything out on the table.
It's all right. I have a meeting to get to anyways. Bye, Daddy.
Bye, honey.
Danny, we're on board with you, okay?
Yeah.
You two just need to work out the details. Bye.
That's a great daughter you have.
Yes, she is. Any man would be lucky to have her. You love your Michelle very much, don't you, Danny? You would do anything for her.
Isn't it obvious, Bernardo?
All right. I'll do this deal with you, Danny. On one condition.
Guess what's popping up everywhere? Extra classic bubblegum. Because the flavor lasts longer than ever. So you can enjoy blowing bunches of extra bubbles. Try extra classic bubblegum. Because the flavor you love lasts longer than ever.
With Palmolive Spring Sensations.
Spring is in the air. Everywhere I look around.
Cool ocean breeze. It's springtime every time you do dishes. Palmolive Spring Sensations.
Spring is in the air.
I don't believe in panic. I don't believe in fear. I don't believe in prophecy, so don't waste any tears.
Clean is the feeling of OB, designed by a woman doctor to fit your body. It's a feeling of protection so clean, there's nothing you can't do. Clean is the feeling of OB.
I'm here to see if an expert can taste the difference between butter and new parquet. You, sir, are from? Oregon. I would have thought Idaho. I get that a lot. Well, let's just do it. Very creamy, rich. It's butter.
Parquet.
It tastes like butter.
Parquet.
I don't like pepper. Yeah, but I do. Whoa, easy. Hey.
The richest, creamiest parquet ever.
Nothing says
butter
like new parquet.
It's a different kind of skin. The delicate skin around the eye.
L'Oreal's Revitalift Eye smooths with double the Pro-Retinol A. Firms, too.
You're just 6 hours away from more beautiful eyes.
L'Oreal's Revitalift Eye, because I'm worth it.
Has anyone seen Dave?
Hey, Dave!
When you have Wendy's all-white meat nuggets,
Dave?
everyone wants them.
Dave, you in there?
No one's here.
Wendy's 99-cent chicken nuggets. A small price to pay for great chicken.
Don't forget the nuggets.
I can work from home for the rest of the afternoon, you know. Unless Darlena doesn't want me underfoot.
What do you think?
I think I should go change Clarissa.
What? What? You guys are so happy. I love watching it. I know. We are. We really are.
Yeah. And I love being right, too, which is why you should have listened to me a lot sooner when you were holed up in that cabin and I was telling you to tell Ross the truth, tell Ross the truth.
You were right. Even when we were apart, even when we were with other people, Ross and I, we have this connection. He's the father of my children. He's just the first real love. That is a bond you cannot break, even if you try.
You know what? I'm very proud of you. You are some kind of young lady. And Mommy and I are going to make sure you get well no matter what it takes because we love you so much. And you know that, don't you?
We're going to stick together. We're going to get through this.
Because we're a family. And that's what families do.
That's right.
They stick together.
Yep, they do. And we're going to stick together. Yep.
I really wish you wouldn't go, Stell. The lunch crowd will be in any minute.
Stella won't be
and
gone long. This is the place.
Oh, great. So this man I'm looking for, what's his name?
Oh, you don't need to know.
Well, I need to know who I'm looking for. What does he look like?
Well, he'll be the only man there. You won't miss him.
All right. Okay. Don't worry. I'll be back before the rush, all right?
Don't count on it, sweetheart.
What are you going to do to her? Tell me.
This is what I'll tell you. You tell anyone about this, you'll be next on my list.
Hey, Roselle. Where's Stella?
She just stepped out for a minute.
Stepped out. Where? What is it?
Gil sent her down to the docks on a wild goose chase. Something about meeting the boss. I'm afraid something terrible's gonna happen to her.
The docks. I gotta go.
Think you're going, huh? Gil says you've been causing some trouble, Dwayne. I think you got some explaining to do.
Actually, you know what? The first thing that's going to happen, Lizzie, when we get to the hospital, the doctors are going to take some more